Okay, let's look at some sword stuff. Now, this is just a drawing sword, and it's a little trashed, and it's gonna get even more trashed. It may be destroyed by the end of this video. The last time I was showing you how to put the sword in your belt, and then to lift up, stepping back, pulling, drawing this back as you make the cut. Lifting up, and then drawing back so that we don't cut through the scabbard if this was a real sword. In the last video, I lifted up and I was like, oh, and I just threw this. So if you do end up in that situation where you're here and you're holding the sword, or maybe you grab it and you want to use this as a distraction. So now we have, and maybe we make that cut or whatever, and then we can throw it. So just tossing this into the person's face, right, or at them, or above them, right, to draw their attention upward, can be a great distraction and allow you to make that cut. So the next thing that I'm going to show is, if you have the scabbard still on the sword, how you can toss that off and then use it as a distraction. So simply I'm just gonna toss it off, and then I'm gonna go forward and make the cut. Let's do that again. Now here's the next thing. This is an idea. So traditionally, if you're doing sword, it's right side forward. But if you wanted to fool a swords person into thinking that you didn't know what you were doing, you could hold it with the left hand, right? And then it looks different, but it gives you different angles that you can cut with. So traditionally, this is incorrect. This would be the standard. This is non-standard, but it gives you different ways. It would also confuse a swordsman of the day. So it's interesting. It's something to look at, something to play around with. Are you going to be confronted with a swordsman? Probably not. So not as practical, but it is fun. It's kind of a cool thing. And there's also these other concepts I don't have. There's no sunlight right now, so I'll show this again. You can look this up. People have shown this on YouTube before. You can also take the sword when you have a mirrored blade, and you can use it, and you can catch the sun and bring it right back into your attacker's eyes, and then cut down. I had to step back because I didn't want to hit the camera. So that's just some fun stuff to look at. We've had a lot of subscribers who are interested in sword and have signed up just for sword. So I wanted to do some sword, and this will work with Budo, if you're doing Aido, if you're doing Kenjutsu, if you're doing Korean sword, Kumdo, or whatever you're doing. These things are just little fun little things that you can play with and that you can work with at home. Bring them into class, see if people like them. Be very, very careful though. Don't throw the scabbard at your training partner, especially if it's wooden and it's gonna bounce off their head or their face. You don't want that. You want to be very careful with your training partner. So what do you think? Do you want to join up? Do you want to be part of this crew, this community? So hit the subscribe button, like if you like the video, leave me some comments, questions, whatever, and let's just have fun and let's just get out there. Because no matter what you do, and I say this every time if you watch the whole video, just keep training. So check out other videos, and I'll see you next time.